Hi folks, welcome back to the Hoard. So there's some time and date stamps. Welcome to Saturday. Actually a nice day. Look at that. I was kind of poking around the lower garage and I found the battery stuff for the Lakota. I got this from a friend of mine. I think it's got a Y in the 10th position, so I think that makes it a 2001. So this is a 15-year-old Kawasaki Lakota, and it's been kind of floating around up here, and I'm kind of in the way. So I've been trying to figure out what to do with it, whether this is going to move to my son's house or if it's going to move somewhere else. And what's the use of having that discussion if you don't know if it runs or not? So luckily I did not lose the key, right? There was a little life left in the battery, not a lot, so I put the jump pack on it, and I did fire it up, so this isn't a cold start. Turn the gas off. I want to run it out. It's not smoking. I think these are the original tires. Right, they seem to hold air. Or if we ought to, can't really see that one. And it keeps doing this. It kind of runs rich, and when you kind of turn off the gas, and it kind of leans out and picks up its RPMs, and then kind of braces a little bit. You guys can see I adjusted the idle twice. So I had that carburetor apart once. Really didn't look too bad inside, actually, everything considered. He had the wiring harness replaced on this once, and they were chewing on it again. I don't know, I should probably get into that air filter. Who knows, maybe I'll find a mouse moved in. Though I didn't see any indications. Normally, if mice were going in and out of the air filter, you would see trails. They're not exactly like housebroken. They kind of walk along and, kind of crap as they go. They're a little bit like newborn baby, so to speak. That's kind of why you put a diaper on a baby, right? You don't need the baby just kind of sitting there filling its crib up with bad smelling substances. Mice are like that. It doesn't smell like mice. You guys remember when I worked on the Foreman, I pulled that air filter off and all, and that was just horrible. That as a matter of fact, all that crap's out here because it still stinks like piss, like mouse piss. So there you go. Anyway, so it started, and I'm probably going to have to pull that carburetor off one more time. I'm also looking to see what hardware I need to put these things back on. And for the back here, it looks just like standard bolts. So that's really no big deal. For the front, looks like standard bolts through the fenders, right? And they got a bar that comes across. For the nose plate, looks like they're using different things. This looks like a standard bolt, but then that, and that, they look like those weird, like these things, right? And he had this apart when I bought it from him, and I'm not sure he gave those to me. I remember he gave me the manual one day, and obviously I have that again. And I remember him giving me this stuff, but I don't seem to remember a bucket of hardware. So that'll slow things down a little bit. Obviously, here's the front plastic. The tray is right there. It fell off when I was moving this. So the Lakota. Yeah, I'm trying to decide whether I should send a Honda to my son's house or send a Kawasaki to my son's house. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should it be a Honda or should it be a Kawasaki? He just, I think I showed you the pictures on my phone. He just bought one of these that's in pretty basic shape. He paid $240 for it. So in a way, I can bring a Lakota out there and kind of get a project Lakota back. I'm also kind of looking around because I got like all these containers with various things in them. I gotta get out of that mode. I did run some, you guys might recognize this can. I took about an ounce of seafoam. That's 16, so I took about an ounce of seafoam. Then I got some gas preservative, and I put about an ounce of that in here. And then I filled the can up about 3/4 the rest of the way with gas, and that's what it's running on right now. So probably wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to go out and pick up a couple of gallons of premium, put some stabilizer, and pop that in there, and quite honestly take it around the property a few times, see if that blows the carburetor clean. After rebuilding the carb, I had run it out of gas, but it was still like fussy. It was still, you know, it wasn't. That's that carburetor. What's it called? Begins with an M. Mitusu, whatever. And I really don't love those carburetors. I seem to get along much better with the Kevin and the Kevin clone carburetors. I don't know. I mean, a carb should be a carb, right? You take the bowl off, you make sure it's all nice and clean it up if it needs it. Then you make sure the jets are all nice and clean and so forth. So the way this thing is actually running, it's running like the needle valve is kind of independent. Anyway, I'm about to lose battery. It's running out. So I want to thank you all for watching and commenting and subscribing. Remember to keep your feet down, keep your head up. And folks, get out there and enjoy all your days. Make sure you have fun, because you don't know how long it is before things change, and you got to figure out a new way to have fun. Take care now, folks. Bye.